They're finally moving to the start.
The resonance. Emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the His signal it can arrange. How did Darling create it?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful. Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine, a researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the Hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her. This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the Hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the Hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it?
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if Hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the Hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
Yes.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. And they're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course. We got this place up and running together, Emily. I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
That's new.
Careful there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Where the fuck is your ass?
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Have you worked with Emily Poe?
Our paths have
Both a
crossed.
big fucking petty.
Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
Feel like there's a butt coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the
Yeah.
Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
Hello, you coming?
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
You there?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see.
Do you find Darling at the end?
Although that's
Or
not
do
the
you
whole
don't?
truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that I could deal
The
with
DLCs are... Is,
And then the mold happened.
I,
About 4 months
Alan
ago,
with
yes.
DLC, right?
Yeah.
Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight.
Yeah, but the side bosses are the
I'd never
best
been
one
able to
in
say
this
no
game.
to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I
Is
believe
that
there
a
may be
fucking
another
obvious?
stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought
Don't
the word
eat
blooming would
garbage.
sound so horrible.
Noted.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure. Back to it then.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
I'm just wondering already how it tastes. Did you collect all the achievements then? Okay.
Are those people?
You do have flashlight, right, in this game? Flashlight? I think you do.
No.
Very strange.
This looks like a good one.
How long you can bring it with fucking don't wait. Maybe.
Gross. He's gonna owe me for this. One of Underhill samples.
Good stuff, bro. Bro, request something. No, not you, not you. Not you.
Found one. This looks like a good one. That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
You look like a woman with mold for me.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
Feel like I should ask to see her credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it? Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure. Bye for now.
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold. These vegetables sprout. I will suggest. It smells delicious.
God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the threshold. Straight up eating the vegetables now, because why not? Mom said, use your vegetables. Eat too many, Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty. Is that the source? It's pretty. Nope. No. need
Yeah,
to stop
this
being
boss is a
surprised
fucking
about the
pain in the
weird shit
ass.
in this place.
trench the trench to just kill everything.
Balloons. పడతావు కింద పడతావు కింద తింటారు లైట్ బంద్ చేయి లైట్ బంద్ చేయి
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25.
బంద్ చేయి లైట్
Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious. Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the thresh mold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now? Oh, so good. Oh, need more.
You've returned, I see.
Yes, suck my dick.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big, angry plant. Like, gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really, it's too much.
Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the Rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
Oh, yes, finally. அன்னைக்கு சொன்னது நான் வந்துருச்சு இல்லை உள்ளே ஏறி வர்றேன்னே நீ ஒன்றும் கேட்காம இருப்பேன்னு சொல்லி
Yeah, I'm here.
Dude, I remember this. This used to give me a mod. I forgot what it was. Trying to retrace those notes.
Odd in this place. I don't remember either. Is it the card one? Oh, this puzzle. Yeah.
Globally it should be there. Globally bulb should be on, so
Check the board once.
what about the boat? Where the fuck is the fish?
Yeah, find the fish. Where's the fish? Check in other rooms. I think you'll find the fish in some other room. Less than 2 feet.
See?
Did you find the fish? Where's the fish? Yeah, it's somewhere here, yeah, in this room, yeah.
What does it say about the boat?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, cat should be waving his hand. Yeah,
Ah, there you go.
yeah, there's a fish. Can you take the fish? Yeah. Do you have controller by the way? No controller?
I'm using mouse. Hey, there we go. There we
Yeah.
go. Sweet. I knew there was something.
Yeah, you missed the cat as well.
Lucky number 7.
Whether did you get all the costumes? Did you get the kitty one? Yeah, there's a kitty one as well. I think you'll get some ears, Kit Kat ears, I think.
Oh, no, I need to go. Second. Oh, this one I really need. Hold up and launch. Oh, jeez. Not enough ability anything. Yeah, I need this one too.
Communication.
No,
No, check the bathroom again. You'll find collectibles in there. You need to open all the doors.
clean this area.
You did, okay. Yeah, did you find a clone as well? There's a clone mission in there.
Oh yeah.
Mirror. The mirror one.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's but that mission that was so fight your own self.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot. I played this game like before I'm meeting you, man. Like 2019.
Mm. That was a while back. 2019. The destruction in this game is so sweet, dude. Honestly. Yeah. कैसे distraction क्यों नहीं खेलना? Oh my God! Eat your own shit. Eat your own shit. Get the spear first. Yes, the spear.
Starting the game is hard, but as you progress it becomes infinite.
So it's fucking enjoyable as well. I think that's the last level. Oh, the audio room. Yeah.
This used to actually play music.
I don't remember.
It was a sped up. Fuck are you?
I should let Underhill know.
Yeah, there we go. I told you, dude. I told you. I fucking told you. I knew there was a missing
Night, the world, it's mine. With nobody else. Out here, it's time, run wide and royally covered to burn, ignite. I do it for so much less when all is made clear. There's nothing else, and here we stand, the streets are resting to reality, and I come to. It's resin all over me. Will I awake? Will I get a ride with you in this race of two? We're an endless stream of choices, the softest murmur of voices. Without names, we're fantasizing, dancing like flames, mesmerizing.
returning to 5 years. Oh, there we go.
I'm feeling hungry. You hungry, Steve? Not funny, man. Underhill gave you the new pill, right? Pill? What pill? Don't you dare joke right now.
I found the hosts. They won't be spreading any more mold.
Well done. I'll send burn teams to sanitize the locations. I'm beginning to wonder if these hosts are originating outside the threshold in independent patches of mold growth.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Optimism is for farmers, as my mother always said. I suppose you could now return to that hiss business you all seem so concerned about.
This woman has some incredible tunnel vision.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure. luck out there.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything made up and change the code? Fucking Russian. Silly switch.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head?
I heard it's the director's brother. Would you shoot your brother?
That's no one's brother anymore.
You are a worm through time. The thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a new you. You walk as the control. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your inside by the door. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's hum distorts you.
That's
Happiness
Dylan.
comes, white pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow and
me?
red in the eye. Through a
Come
mirror
on,
inverted is
Dylan.
made right.
I'm here.
By the door.
I
Push the
found
fingers
you.
through the surface into the way. You've always been a new you. You walk as the control.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words.
Oh, damn.
I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only true. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit.
What a
Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jessie Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jessie, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story.
Oh shit.
She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
You are a worm through time. The thunders hum distorts you.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen.
Through time, you
Not
are
as long as I'm alive.
The thunders hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunders hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
Is he still in there?
Through time,
Or is this the hiss playing mind games?
happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red.
I don't know.
Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your inside by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the light. You've always been near you. You want this to be true.
Why don't you dissect it?
valuable resource alive, and Pope forbade any physical harm. Of course, if you disagree, you can always go tell him.
Constructive use of our time.
Mark Gibson, male, age 28, returned from the astral plane approximately 13 minutes ago. This was his 21st dive. Patient is experiencing migraine-like pain, intense pressure behind the eyes, and partial blindness. He has no recollection of his time in the astral plane and appears severely disoriented. Preliminary examination revealed no immediate cause, so we will be sending the patient for x-rays and... What the fuck is that thing? God, it burst right out of him. Call Black! Get Marshall!
What are you doing? Main campaign? Ahí descansaban esto.
Why'd they keep an altered item here?
Debrief for Mirror Excursion 7C. Subject is Agent Hardy. Hardy spent approximately 3 hours in the mirror. It's the longest time on record. Can you describe your experience inside Agent Hardy? Agent Hardy is physically healthy. All tests have come back clean. Yet the speech issue has persisted for hours. Calm down, Agent. It could be psychosomatic, but the fact that this only occurred after returning from the mirror makes a paranatural explanation more likely. I recommend a battery of tests and a Class Orange quarantine.
Another mirror dimension.
ఎట్లా నీ జాబ్ గురించి జరుగుతుంది నీకు లేకపోతే ఏదైనా బిజినెస్ అన్న పెడతావు ఆడ కట్టుకెళ్తారు.
Looks like there's a mirror in there. The shutters in the image look different. What am I missing? these shutters do? Way to lock something up. Wait, that didn't sound right. Yeah, that's not good.
What? I can't understand you. You need to listen. I saw something in there. There is something inside. You need to lock down the mirror. Why are you talking like that? What's wrong with you? All of you! There's something in that fucking mirror!
Did you see that? Someone's in there. That's not good.
imitation. The one. Better be all of them. That explains why they locked this mirror up. I wonder what the Bureau was doing with this thing. Well, it's cleansed now. This is gone. It's dealt with.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to be, but you don't touch and don't scream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
Since little Topher is taking a trip with his father into the world outside our wonderful bureau, I think it's a good time to talk about secrets. Who can tell me what a secret is?
It's something you hide from everyone so they don't get scared.
Partially correct, Topher. A secret is something you don't tell anyone outside the Bureau, because people outside the Bureau
Aren't ready for the truth of reality.
Very good. When you tell someone a secret, you're hurting their brains very badly. Now, let's review what exactly is or isn't a secret. First, we have a rainbow. Secret or not secret?
Not secret.
Correct. And the true version of rainbows?
Secret.
Correct. Cats?
Not secret.
Correct. And the Alpine Chimera?
Not secret.
Topher. Too many slip-ups and your father will have to go on vacation without you. You don't want to end up like Meg, do you?
What? What happened to Meg? I'm not allowed to go outside anymore.
అటు సైడ్ అనుకుంటే కింద పడగలదు తాకుతుంది మరి అటు పక్క నువ్వు పోవని చేసేయడం మధ్య ఉన్నావా ముట్టుకుంటా వద్దుగా చంపేసే మొత్తం
కాదు పడగల ఈ మధ్యలో మధ్యలో వేయడం వాడిని ఇది మధ్యలో అంత వస్తుంది.
ఎక్కడ ఏంటన్నా అవును పడుతుంది
మార్లు
Define new prime candidates.
ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ మదర్ మీద
The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
I'm just a baby trickster. One number with
ఫోన్ పెట్టారు. తాగదు అన్నట్టు
God, the only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things. New hero policy. No more mannequins. I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. Wishing we could change things.
projector will.
Together in this one case.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way deeper into it, like it had. We went inside and
the dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me. They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking. Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments. We're going back home. Of course we are. Started there, and it's never gone away.
Better not get blamed for this mess in the I have a cat to feed.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but it's a bit above my pay grade.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, Like always.
Appreciate music. And that's the reason they can go as far as House.
See you, Ned. I'm gonna go sleep right now. You there? Are you gone?
Are you trying to do these challenges?
Let me just see what things I've unlocked are.
Yeah, you got the prisoner costume. P7.
I got the prisoner costume. I also got the synchronous costume. I got the
Yeah, I like the golden suit though.
I have to get
The golden suit is crispy.
how to get I need to get the Asonkri's costume. I think I got that by doing the Ascent Park.
Yeah, you remember I was talking about the cat ears? You get the cat ears doing the
Yeah, see?
puzzle for the cat.
I have to pick it up. Oh, yeah, I forgot to pick it up. Fuck. See? I need to pick it up. Once I pick it up, then yeah, that should be it.
Oh, what, the cat one? Or the synchronicity? Which one are you talking about? The mirror suit? The mirror suit? Yeah. I think there's a video solve the puzzle in this room. Somewhere up there. Somewhere up there. Yeah, this is puzzle is solved. Where is it done? Yeah, this one and the cat ears you get later on. I think there are some exclusive ones as well for the PS1. I think PS1, PS, and the Xbox One. Some red suit, I think, for the PlayStation one. Yeah. Yeah.
Expedition gear.
I like the gold one better. The golden suit. No, not this, the gold suit. The gold suit is crispy. See? And with the gun, draw the gun out. Yeah, with the gun it looks much more badass. Like John Wick. Nah, she's got no cake. She's got no cake. No, there's a fucking flat as well. Yeah, this is good as well, yeah, with the ponytail. Yeah, I like it. Oh my god, I didn't notice, yeah. The classic suit has also a ponytail, but it's not tied up clean, I guess. The ponytail and the... Yeah, it's tied up clean. Yeah. I didn't notice that. You can try this, I guess. For a little while. Story.
Okay, man. I'll see you later. I'll just save here. Get in
Yep.
2 or 3 times. I'll be on like 8 o'clock tomorrow, by the way. 8:30, 8 o'clock. If you're interested.
How long you got tomorrow? Morning? You got a week off or something? Tomorrow?
What?
How much you got time tomorrow?